Am I nervous? Nah, I'm not nervous. Who said anything about being nervous? I'm only critiquing one of the most popular FURSONAs in the furry fandom. Hello, my fluffs. Reagan from Fluff Dragon Art here with another episode of Go Fix Your OC Yourself, where I take one of your glorious OCs and give it the ultimate glow up, teaching you guys about shape, language, about color theory, and about accessory design all along the way. Today we are taking a look at Spirit Productions OC, or slash Fursona. This is Spirit. As you can tell, she has a very almost realistic looking kind of style here. Her antlers are ginormous, which I kind of love. As you can tell, she has a very classic, clean kind of look here. It's a little bit more of a masculine side of the feminine. I see a lot of squares in her shape language, as well as a little bit of triangular influence here, as well as the use of one of the most popular primary colors, blue. This is a very classic design. It's time-tested and extremely familiar to her followers. What I am going to be doing is I am going to be playing with it and taking out what I think might not be working for her and putting in what could really bring her design up to the next level. Now, this is in no way saying that I am better than Spirit at this. Honestly, she probably should be the one who's critiquing my character. But I'm really grateful for the challenge and for the opportunity. And it's always helpful, no matter what skill level you are as an artist, to have a secondary opinion, maybe even a tertiary or a quadriary or however you say that, just to make sure that your artwork is always at its peak optimum performance. And she is totally okay with me doing this. In fact, she's the one who very first approached me, and I totally forgot my glove. One moment. All right, let's get to work. All right, so as we can see with her hair here, she has more of a triangular feel. It kind of gives me Tia Leone vibes from The Family Man, an old Nicolas Cage movie that maybe a lot of you know. But I love Tia Leone, and I'm kind of loving the whole look that she's getting from this. As you can see, I already have the base worked out here. I'm kind of playing around. I wanted to make sure that with her body language, she still had that square going. As you can see here, you have the square. More of a rectangle, but you know what I'm saying. She has the broad shoulders here with the square, and the hips are more square, and it's like a straight line. I did bring a little bit of the curves of the antlers and made them more of an S curve. I gave her a square jaw and like a nice triangular face here, as well as like a diamond almost shape ears, which is two triangles put together, let's face it, and square knees, because I wanted to. So what we're going to do here is I'm going to play a little bit with her hair, with her outfit, and maybe even her coloration here, the whole color scheme that's going on. I do know that she definitely loves her blue. We're going to see what we can come up with. So first things first, I wanted to show you guys my first impressions of this and bring out what I have planned for her. I forgot to draw her tail, whoops, 1 second. Okay, we got her tail down there. As you can tell, I've been wanting to play around with her hair a little bit. I wanted to give it more layers and maybe kind of simplify and clean up the lines a little, just a smidge, and give it some more angles. So it's not going to look as realistic as what she has here, but I think with the simplification, it's going to be a lot clearer what her shape language is and going to bring across more to her audience of what character she's trying to portray to them. So we're going to bring some triangle here. Whoop, that's the wrong layer. Okay, so there we have the hair all set to go. I love how we have the triangles in this area here. A nice triangle there, and a nice triangle there. We got a little bit of square there as well as like a triangle. And just little floofs over here. And the shape language is a lot more clearer and a lot more readable, I suppose. Or at least that was the idea. The next thing we are going to cover is her outfit. Now, Spirit has been known to both wear a blue blazer as well as a plaid flannel collared shirt. I'm not entirely certain what I'm going to do here for that. I'm kind of liking this whole business chic look. Although I would like to see her figure just a smidge more. I think bringing in a little bit more S-curve and roundness to the edges there will definitely make her more relatable in a sense, and kind of emphasize femininity without going completely overboard. Because Spirit is not a frilly kind of creature. Also know that she is an imp. She is a shapeshifter and is extremely mischievous and comes from the depths of hell. So we are going to kind of see if I can bring that in just a little bit more and make it seem more like it's like she has more of that element of danger to her. Let's see what I can come up with. So here I finally wrapped everything up here, and I'm kind of liking her outfit so far. I made it a little bit more flirtatious, but kind of more relaxed and more fun. I'm thinking actually of kind of blending the blue blazer and the plaid together and kind of making like a super comfy denim jacket with a plaid lining. So this, you see here the hood right around here. I made it big and floppy and comfy, so it's not too restricting, but it still gets the shape language across. You have all the triangles there and all the squares there. And then a good, nice pair of jeans. I took away the belt because it felt a little too heavy around her hips. And then kept the tennis shoes because I really liked the calm, casual, relaxed kind of feel. So now we get into the fun part, which is the coloration. Now I have here a palette all picked out for her. If I can just bring it up here right now. So I have this brand new palette all picked out. I'll show it up here. As you can see, I still have the really pale blue that she has for most of her coloration here, but I also kind of brought in a little bit of a different twist. I brought in more warm blues to kind of bring the attention more towards where it's supposed to be, like her face and her eyes and all of that, as well as I kind of dampened the pink just a smidge so that it could pop, but it's not going to completely distract away from the rest of her body. Now the thing is that the main blue is supposed to be all over her body with like a white kind of markings, but since it's so pale, I'm going to play with it just a smidge and make this pale blue where the markings are, and maybe one of these darker blues as her main color. So I'm going to play with it, see what I like, and I will let you guys know as soon as I'm done. So I'm actually kind of happy with how this turned out. I love the warmer blues going on and just the more subtle contrast with the ears and the hands and all of that, bringing more attention in without completely detracting from anything else. I did pick out, I was really happy with the plaid. I had to pull up a bit of a reference for that because it's been a long time since I've worn anything plaid, to be honest. But I love how it turned out. It's pink, it's subtle, it's there, it's like a little homage to her old flannel shirt without, totally contrasting everything and drawing the attention away from her face. The final thing that I'm going to be working on is her hair. And we all know that she is blonde, so I have to find the exact right kind of yellow for this. So excuse me while I go do that. Okay, so I have pulled up several different kinds of yellows here, some more brown, some more laid back, some more saturated. We're going to see exactly what is going to really pop on her face and test it out. First of all, we have this one color called Almond. It's more of an orangey brownish kind of yellow. We'll see how that looks. Okay, so that's not bad. It's more of a naturalistic kind of look, and it's very soft around the face and adds quite a nice contrast. We're going to test the next one, which is entitled Wheat, I believe. This is a little bit softer. It's a little bit more yellow and just a smidgen of tan into it. And see how much darker that is and a little bit warmer, actually, which I'm enjoying, actually. I love how it brings all the attention back up to her face here. Okay, the next one that we are going to test out is more saturated yellow, called Still de Grain. Sounds like Still the Grain. This is going to be a lot brighter and much more different than our other options. Take a look-see, and I'm not entirely certain about this one. Might be just a smidge too much. So we will move on to the next one, which is more of a brown, called Khaki. Yes, this is the official khaki color. So we'll see how this looks. And as you can tell, this is a lot more brown than I anticipated, which still brings the contrast up to her face, which is marvelous. However, I think my favorite one out of all of these was the Wheat, because it does reflect her blonde hair without going completely overboard and without being too unreadable. I did forget one thing here, so I'm going to fix that. Alrighty, and we are ready for our final little touches here. And there we have it. Please enjoy the before and after of Spirit Productions. This video is brought to you for free by my incredible patrons, including the epically generous Shepherd Shield, Ram Digijam, Gigabit the Saved Gamer, The Birch, Sharp Wit, Rocky Harmony, Raven Leadmoon, and Cameo Shadowness. Join them today by clicking the link in the description below. Stay fluffy, my friends. See you next time.